Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to make this quick video about a specific code. It's P1759 code. I read a lot of blogs, watched some videos. People freak out. They think their transmission is shit. It could be, pretty much. Your transmission is gonna crap. But I want to make a quick video to kind of show you how I scanned the code, I diagnosed it, what I did, and actually I did not need a new transmission. So here is I have a 2004 Nissan Titan. Here's your transmission hose, reservoir, whatever. This is where it goes. This is where you refill your transmission fluid. The owner manual doesn't tell you how to check it or the specifications to refill it. However, I do have a V8 5.6 truck, 4-door, 4-wheel drive. I went to the dealer and they said it takes about 5 quarts when you change the transmission fluid. So this is what happened to me. I was driving back from the grocery store. My truck started giving out. I was stepping on the gas. The truck wasn't moving anymore. I barely made it home. I turned the car off, didn't drive it. I knew there was something wrong with the transmission. Plugged in my scanner. Sure enough, there was this code. Now, I'm not a mechanic of any sort. Kind of self-taught. I mean, I've been working on my own cars for a while, changing brakes, simple stuff. But lately, I've been trying to get into more in-depth knowledge of how to do major repairs on my own. So I saw a couple videos which helped me out, so I decided to do the same. So in the owner manual, it won't tell you how many fluids. It'll just say like go to capacities or something like that, and then it still doesn't say anything in there because they didn't write it that way, because for some reason they're just idiots. So I went to the dealer and they said it takes about 5 quarts. So check it while it's running at operating temperature, meaning the meters, the gauge is right in the middle. You pull it out. There's a section in the front, and then you'll see the little space gap, and you'll see a bunch of little lines. That's where you want to be, where it's cold. When you're checking it cold, when all the fluid has settled down and it's cold. But when it's running hot, you have to see the red fluid up to where it says hot. So if your truck is stalled, gone in limp mode, and you don't and it's not moving, don't run it, because then you're gonna mess up your solenoid circuit, and you're gonna basically burn out your transmission because there's no fluid in there. That's why your truck's not moving. So burn it out, and then you're looking at upwards of $3,500 for a new transmission, when it could have cost you $30, $40 max to put transmission fluid in here. So if your car, when you're shifting the gears and it's kind of clunking, sounds like your transmission's falling apart, it's pretty much you're kind of low on fluid. I mean, logically, you would think, well, the gears are grinding, it must not be well lubricated. So check your fluid. That's probably what's the main cause. I mean, you might need a quart. I mean, fluids do burn up after a certain time. I drink the fluid out of here. I bought this truck used. I'm the third owner, and it was dark. I mean, it was black, like they never changed it. So anyways, I have a short ram intake, K&N filter. I bought it like this. So came back, I parked the truck. I went and I bought just 1 quart of not Matic J, what the standard is. Okay, I made the first mistake of buying a few quarts and then starting the truck, only to know that the reason the truck wasn't moving is because one of the cooler hoses was busted and it was spraying everywhere. So all the transmission fluid was spraying everywhere, and there goes basically $50-$60 down the drain. So I recommend buying something compatible. There's a GTX one that's compatible. If you go to AutoZone, it'll cost you by quart, it's like $7. Buy 2 or 3, I don't know, something that you can just test. You can put in there, run the truck, and see where the leaks are coming from. So yeah, you gotta waste a little money to find out. Wasting a little money to avoid spending big money. Think of it that way. So I'm gonna go underneath the truck and show you guys. These off. And show you guys exactly what I did. So we're kind of upside down in a way. So I have the rock cover off the truck. So I changed this hose. This is one of the return hoses. And actually this hose was the one that was cracked and was leaking. So I took power steering hose, greased it up, worm clamps, done deal. Changed it. I said might as well change these other hoses. I changed this hose. This one goes back up to the cooler. I think so. I don't know. And I changed this one. This one was kind of a bitch. But remember, do this. Check your hoses. Drain the fluid. Make sure you have no fluid. And then, because when you pull these out, there's going to be, transmission fluid is going to be falling on your face. And as you can see, all the fluid gone over here. It was spraying all over there. So I bought 5 feet of this. It cost me about 15, $20. AutoZone power steering fluid, power steering hose. You want something that can control hydraulic pressure. So make sure these things are on tight, really tight. I used non-hardening gaskets either around this to prevent leaks, so it won't harden. I mean, you can rip it off, rip it on. So it's kind of they didn't have any weather stripping or weather sealing, whatever glue, whatever they call it. So this pretty much works the same. I put it on the gasket when I changed the transmission fluid. Pretty much this is what it is. You need something that doesn't harden because you don't want it to crack at such high temperatures. But pretty much